We saw a letter that came in from the chairman of the party affirming that particular position.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I don't even want to use smooth. It was funny because I have told you that NRM has rules that guides on what happens, how, and when. When we come to when we elected as members of parliament, there is a procedure there. After we have been sworn in, the party, because you know NRM emphasizes democracy as one of the core principles. As I told you, I'm well grounded with this NRM system. They call for expression of interest and say there is this position of speaker and a deputy speaker. Are there members who are interested? Yes. When they are there, they come up. And when they come up, they are given a chance to go and present their CVs, to present themselves before SEC. And SEC listens to them. You see, like now for you, here at Radio 1, when we were beginning the program, you said, we have given an opportunity to each member, aspirant, or wishing to aspire for speaker, to come here and express their views and tell the listeners, the reason as to why they want to become speakers of parliament. You said it here. Now, if for you at Radio 1, you can give an opportunity to us to come and express our views and, discuss our views. What about a national ruling party?
In that ruling party, the chairman of the party, who is the president of this country, is almost law. You do as he wishes.
No.
And so he doesn't
do as he wishes. I have been with the president. I've interacted with the president. I call him father for a very long time. I started interacting with the president way back. I told you, even before 16 years. I know his method of work. Is a person who wants to give opportunity to everybody. So what happened, I hear, and I say here, the current speaker of parliament, requested the president for a meeting. That members of SEC wanted to meet the president. They had issues to discuss with him. And one of the issues were in regard to, issues to do with elections, these previously concluded elections. And the president said, okay, fine, let them come. And when they went there, they started, of course, with those small issues. This year, when we were here, those members of SEC, they decided to move with the president during his campaigns everywhere. So, as like in a way of giving him a feedback, then they sneaked in an issue of speakership. And who brings it? An ex-official, moreover, Tango Doi. And is supported by his son, that, they should do, for us, we're suggesting, Mzee, that the members were suggesting here that the current Speaker of Parliament and her deputy should remain. And the other, the son, Tango, you can now imagine his son, father and son. They say, I second it. And so the president's like, okay, we can debate it and see. For them, when they say they will debate it, they think that the debate is done, and they run on social media. And I'm telling you the truth, they ran on social media and say they had been endorsed. Now, as a person who is well familiar with the way, as I was explaining to you how this procedure runs, when you express yourself, when you express interest and you're given an opportunity to present yourself before SEC, if you're many, convinces some of you to opt out. Sometimes when you refuse, then they forward you to the caucus, the NRM parliamentary caucus, to vote, so that they come up with one candidate. And that happened, by the way, to the current speaker, that is Anita Munga and her deputy Tayewa. They were all contesting for deputy speaker and Honorable Robin Rawogo. So when they went before SEC tried to convince some of them to opt out and leave one candidate. They refused. So when we gathered, we were in Entebbe already, because they always call the NRM parliamentary caucus. They did SEC seats. They moved from SEC and then they come to the caucus straight away. So they told us that, okay, as much as we have been able to resolve the issue of the speaker, the speaker herself, and because that time it was Right Honorable Rebecca Kadaga and the late Jacob Olanya, they said the issue of the deputy, no one is willing to opt out. So we leave the parliamentary caucus of the NRM to vote for the suitable candidate. And went into voting, and we voted, and we finished at around 9. You can imagine. Yes, 9 p.m. So there we came up. Because actually me, I was supporting Tayewa, and he knows. I was campaigning for him because I had seen that the speaker currently was not even fit to become a deputy. You see, anyone who is capable of becoming a deputy speaker is capable of being what? A speaker. So I had already assessed, and I said, no. I think if I'm to wait, at least it's Tayewa. And I campaigned for him, not asking him for anything. What? I used my energy. And so the other one, Anita Mung, won by 13 votes.
So you are insisting that this is not a done deal?
So this is a process.
Despite
now,
a letter that came out yesterday.
The way it has been manipulated, I want to say like that. The NRM constitution has been violated. And then we see a letter, which is also an usual letter. Actually, when you look at it critically, you see as if it is an electronic signature of the president, which has been copied from the system and put there. Anderson, I am telling you that I'm not new in NRM.
That would be a very...
I was recruited under 16. Yeah, I'm telling
disturbing
you.
thing.
No, yeah, it's quite
You're
disturbing.
Suggesting could be a forgery
to the NRM family. It's quite disturbing. Because we have people now in the party who don't follow procedures. But they can do anything, you know. They can do anything to put somebody in a very complicated situation. Anderson, I want to give you an assignment to go and try to get letters of the president when he's communicating a decision of SEC. You get it? Normally, he addresses those letters to the Secretary General. In this case, you see a side is signed by Secretary General and a side is signed by the president, which is unusual. And now they are saying that they are forwarding these members to the caucus. The president always writes and says, and I talked about it, I think that's why they ran and manipulated this letter. If I told the president said it was a manipulated process. And the president always writes and says, Secretary General of the NRM party, because he is the technical person who implements the decisions of the political wing. I am forwarding Anderson and Princess Namuganza to you. I present Anderson as speaker, or Princess Namuganza as speaker, Anderson as a deputy. Are you getting it? Following the SEC meeting
that occurred
on this hand, is chaired by myself. Are you getting it? And so I therefore forwarded them so that you present them to the NRM parliamentary caucus. And so that the Secretary General now informs the president when the NRM parliamentary caucus will be what? Will convene. Are you getting it? So now, I see a letter I've never seen since I've been in NRM. Now, and the disappointing part of it is the Secretary General, Right Honorable Todom. Because he has been in this party, though for us we were there before him, and he doesn't really understand the procedures.
Really?
No, it's unfortunate. You know, some of these things we have to talk about them, and it is true.
It's not only him. We have seen Tango Doi also talking about this issue, how it was a completed issue. We have seen Ofono Pondo, who has been a government spokesperson, also saying it's a done deal.
All those are spokespersons of the current leadership of the party. You see, Tango Doi denied some of us flags to become the NRM flag bearers in a very, how can I call it, sham exercise of the NRM primaries. I don't want to go into that. So when you see such people coming up to speak, if he can speak when he's an ex-official in SEC, why not to come out and talk anything he wants? Because we have people, their work, they are hired to speak so that they, you know, suffocate public views, try to show that something is done rightly, and yet it's not. And so if they are hurt members of NRM, because for me I'm independent now, and I am free to contest, I think the members of NRM who are hurt, they will take the party to court, and I'm sure they will be listened to, because we have a constitution to follow. We are not running just as a quagmire, you know, situation. We have a, I must to saying like, NRM has a constitution that they follow. And if it has been manipulated, I'm sure there are members of parliament who are going to file a case, or in many cases, in court, for court to interpret this. So, away from that, for me, I'm happy that they have brought back a Right Honorable Anita Mongo and her deputy, because I'm contesting against them. They have a lot of weaknesses, and those weaknesses are the ones that are going to make members of parliament, of the 12th parliament, to give me votes.
So you think you can sway the House?
Oh yes, because
the entire NRM caucus to your side.
They are failures. I'm telling you, they have made the House lose integrity. They have made the House look like, do you know that this parliament...
We actually told the president is happy with them, because during their leadership, parliament has been able to do so many things, including passing government business, budget. We are told the president is not disturbed by members of parliament. They are managed from parliament. You've had these things.
Those are their writing themselves. First of all, let me ask you, Anderson, what do you mean by disturbing the president? And by the way, I want to really request the members of the 12th parliament elect to be very careful when they are trading with these people, because these people, I have seen this current leadership, they have been so shielding, you know. I don't know whether that is understandable. They have not been wanting members of parliament to interact with what? With the president. Everything they want to go themselves and tell the president.
So it's not the other way. The thinking is that the president does not want to be disturbed.
No, the president, there is nothing like... Anderson, you and I, we have been in this country. I told you that the short time I've seen the president since my childhood, he has never gotten tired of meeting anyone. The day you say Anderson wants to meet you, you say, oh, I want to listen to what he says. That's why the president is always meeting people from 10 to beyond midnight. You get it? This current parliament has been feeling very uncomfortable for members of parliament to interact with what? With the president. And it's wrong. They want themselves to be the ones to take their views. And yet they don't even want. They want to manipulate them and control them, because they know anyone who interacts with the president, they become sharp. The president is a teacher. You get it? The president, when you interact with him 1, 2, 3 times, your thinking changes. It's a fact. So now, for me, I am happy that these people are the ones who are back. Because you see, if NRM had come up with good people, now for me who is interested in ensuring that I also bring my qualities of leadership and chair parliament, I would be challenged a bit. I would say it's going to be very, very, very highly competitive. But I'm happy that they are bringing people whom people are tired of, and the members of parliament who have been re-elected and they have been there currently, they are saying, oh God. And those who are new, they are saying, oh God.
But we're seeing them on social media endorsing these very people. They are on X everywhere.
By the way, those who are endorsing, I want to appeal to them that this position, when we are campaigning, first of all, what they are doing is wrong. You know that the parliamentary speaker is supposed to be dragged into the chair. Now, of course, by way of expression of interest, people get to know that, oh, Namuganza wants to become a speaker. And there is a way we are campaigning. But when you say member of parliament who has never even stepped in parliament, or who has been there, saying, I am endorsing, and I want to, that is really, they are breaking the laws. And then they have not even listened to some of those to hear. Because a good leader must listen. If the voters who are voting for us, Anderson, they are able to listen to us. We sell our manifestos to them. We go and address them, and they are able to pick up Namuganza, even when she's on an independent ticket. They say, we are voting for you. Our issue is not about NRM. It's you as a person. It's you as an individual. And they are able to assess the people whom we think they don't understand. You're getting in the villages. They have that understanding capacity that they cannot just go into something. Now, here you meet a person, you have not yet met another candidate, and then you are going on social media endorsing. What if someone else comes to approach you with better views? So I want them to really tread carefully and be patient. We reach out to them. They choose the leader they want. I think that shows like someone has been engineered to say whatever they are saying.